Scene 88, take one.
My name is Tiger Moon. I'm from the Choctaw tribe of Oklahoma, which originated in Mississippi. Then my family walked the Trail of Tears, and we all kind of got dumped off there right outside of Tahlequah, Oklahoma. I first moved here as a Native American filmmaker. I was working for the Southern California Indian Center doing their creative spirit projects and the diversity department at ABC Disney. As soon as I moved here, not only did I feel like it was a neighborhood, but I felt the arts. I felt the artists. And I think that was important, crucial for me to be able to stay here and survive in this crazy city. I ended up kind of in this corner, the Traction Hewitt corner, because of coffee. I'm a poet and writer, and so I always look for the local coffee shop. At the time, it was this blend of old artists that had been here for a really long time and this trickle of new artists just coming in. The neighborhood still a little bit what people would call dangerous. None of the fanciness, definitely none of the fanciness that we see today. There's a lot of people who kind of find their way here magically, like a vortex. People who are down and out or from other areas that come for the golden dream of being in the limelight. So it's kind of an interesting place where people support each other a lot here, and like any small town, also up in your business or sometimes willing to step on each other to get to where they're going. I remember learning as a native that there was a really sacred tree here, and medicine people traveled from all over the world to be around this tree. So I've always been convinced that that's the vortex that pulls you to this area to work through your inner things. You need to heal to grow. We also have people from Skid Row that have been living around this area for 30 years, 25 years. They're our family. They've become part of our family. The play I worked on with Cornerstone was on Skid Row. It was called Love on San Pedro. 22 members of our cast were from Skid Row. When I was a kid, I used to hear people talk about gentrification. I've never actually experienced it in such a way where I've become madly in love with an area and kind of devastated over what's called progress. It was really devastating for me to see a different kind of people move in that aren't as friendly or down to earth. There's a sense of ego or pride or entitlement, less humility. There was a lot of humility in the neighborhood. There was a lot of people kind of gathering on corners, good morning, and what's going on, and a lot less of that, more kind of move out of my way. And some of the businesses, very high-end, things that we can't afford. One of the things that's frustrating about some of the businesses that are coming in is that they're not hiring locally. There's an opportunity to make money. We're from the neighborhood. We know the neighborhood. We can help you advertise and pull people in. And it just seems like the businesses are hiring outside of the neighborhood. The neighborhood is being gentrified, and the rent has gone up because of all the gorgeous art in the neighborhood that was created by the artists that can't even afford to live here. And that's really stunning to me. It's sad to see the artists go. The American has been an interesting place for me because when I first saw it, it looked haunted. It felt really haunted. I was like, ooh, that's an old building with old stories you can tell. I actually have had friends that live here still, friends that lived here temporarily. For me, it's like the place where the elders are of the neighborhood, and elders always hold you responsible, at least in my tribe. So it's almost like this perfect way for the young artists to come in and meet with the elder artists and be educated, kind of schooled on the ways of the historical arts district in Los Angeles, and be held responsible so that when you are acting up, it's like your elders come from the American Hotel. I think it is haunted.